It's time for your primetime forecast from Dr. Don's weather page in the Shepherd's Weather Center. Now, here's Dr. Don.
Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Welcome to your Thursday. It is January 7, 2021. I am Dr. Don, and this is your primetime forecast for Thursday from the Shepherd's Weather Center on Dr. Don's weather page. Please head over to paypal.me/Dr. Don WX to support Dr. Don's weather page. Storm Prediction Center Convective outlook. We could see some general scattered thunderstorms across Alabama and Georgia today, though none of them will be severe. There is a marginal risk of a severe thunderstorm along the Gulf Coast, basically from New Orleans over to Biloxi to Mobile, and then maybe over to Pensacola, Fort Walton, Panama City. But again, across most of the other areas of the southeast, we're just looking at general scattered thunder showers. These would be elevated thunderstorms, so we cannot rule out the possibility of a rumble of thunder from time to time, but severe weather is not anticipated. So let's take a look at what is anticipated. This is the NAM model, the latest information from the NAM run, and we are showing some snow. Now, this is going to be across North Alabama and North Georgia. East Alabama and West Georgia, this is going to be a no-go. And I apologize to you snow lovers. We were hoping we'd be able to squeeze out a snowflake or two on this event, and we can't completely rule out a wet snowflake in the higher elevations of Talladega, Clay, Randolph, Hurd, Carroll, Cleburne on the very back end of all of this. And that would be just a wet snowflake mixed in with rain. Temperatures, especially at the surface, will be well above freezing, so no issues down there. Now, different story in the North Georgia mountains. Winter storm warning is now in effect for the northeast Georgia mountain counties, basically from about Lumpkin over to White, up to Rabun, and that also includes Towns and Union. That's right up there in the northeast corner of the state of Georgia. Winter storm warning now in effect for the possibility of up to 2 to 4 inches of snow accumulation by Friday morning. So if you want to see some snow, some meaningful snow, you might want to head on up to Helen, Georgia this morning and get you a room and spend the night. Yeah, you just might get to see a couple of 2-3 inches of snow up in the northeast Georgia mountains by Friday morning. Here's the 3-day national map in motion, and you see that low pressure skirt across central Mississippi, central Alabama, and across central Georgia. If that low pressure were to track a little bit further south, and we're so close now, we got a pretty good ping on where this thing is going to go, but if it had tracked across the northern Gulf of Mexico, then that would have pulled some of the colder air a little bit further to the south, and East Alabama and West Georgia may have gotten in on the action. But it's a little bit further north than originally thought, so that pushes all the precipitation, frozen precipitation, a little further north as well. Portions of Tennessee and North Carolina may end up with a pretty decent snow after all is said and done. Temperatures for this afternoon across East Alabama and West Georgia. What a cold, raw day on the way. The temperatures aren't that bad, but you factor in the wind chill because we're going to have a northeast wind running at around 10 to 15, occasionally gusting as high as 20 miles per hour. It's going to bring those temperatures down into the 30s pretty much all day long, so it's going to feel much colder than it actually is. The actual temperature 3 feet above ground in Roanoke will be 47 this afternoon. 48 in Wadley. We'll go to 46 in Wedowee. Woodland tops out at 46. Anniston 47. Sylacauga goes to 49. Lineville and Ashland both will do 46 degrees this afternoon. Rain is on the way. It will be a wet day across East Alabama and West Georgia. Here's the GOES East Southern Mississippi Valley satellite shot this morning. You see the greens and the blues. Those are the colder cloud tops, and that's where your rain is this morning. And as you can see, it's moving off to the east, northeast. That swirling motion you see back over Arkansas, that's the actual low pressure center. That'll also be moving off to the east across central Mississippi and Alabama and Georgia. And just to the north of that low pressure center is where the frozen precipitation would be late this afternoon into the overnight hours and early tomorrow morning across extreme north Alabama and the northeast Georgia mountains. Total rainfall amounts expected over the next 5 days or so. Pretty respectable there at about 3/4 of an inch. That would include what we're going to get this afternoon and then another system that'll come in here the first part of next week, bringing us a little more rain. Now, here is your Southern Union State Community College Live Doppler HD radar. This is valid as of about 6 a.m. on your Thursday morning, and you can see some pretty big thunderstorms running from west to east right there across the Gulf Coast regions of Mississippi and Alabama, just now getting into west Florida. Big thunderstorms down there around Pensacola. I've noticed over the last few minutes they've issued several marine warnings down there. Lots of thunder and lightning taking place down there at the coast. With all of that convection down there on the coast, that should limit any lightning further north. So though we do have an outside shot at seeing some thunder and lightning across East Alabama and West Georgia, I think most of that will stay down there on the Gulf Coast. But you can tell by all that red there, we do see some areas of pretty heavy rainfall. So some brief heavy rainfall will also be possible. Now let's take a look at the Futurecast radar. This is one model's depiction of what's going to happen tonight and into tomorrow morning. Let it loop through. You see some big storms there around East Alabama and West Georgia, 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then just scattered thunderstorms for the rest of the afternoon, maybe some heavy rain. Some of that stuff showing up in North Georgia may actually be sleet. It's kind of hard to tell, but we're going to let this loop through, and you can see the rain's pretty much gone across East Alabama and West Georgia after about 9 o'clock tonight. And then you see some white stuff showing up there north of Birmingham. I don't think that makes it much further south than the I-59 corridor. I-20 on the outside, maybe. And so we're going to zoom in now on North Georgia, though, for those of you that are familiar with this area, and for those of you in North Georgia that watch our weather forecast. Here we are at 6:30 on Thursday. We see some mixed precipitation taking place at the highest elevations up across the Appalachian Trail chain, and that would be from about Springer Mountain all the way up through Rabun County up in the northeast part of the state. And then as we head out there to around 8:30 this evening, still pretty much the same thing going on, just a mixture up across the highest ridge tops of northeast Georgia. Maybe a little snow showing up there around Clayton by about 10 p.m. this evening. It'll be up there around Dillard and up toward the Highlands in North Carolina. But again, we continue with a mixture across the Appalachian Trail chain here at midnight tonight. But look what's happening now. We're getting some blue mixed in. This is at 1 a.m. Places like Dahlonega back over toward Jasper and just north of Gainesville, maybe getting a little snow by 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then we get a lot of snow. All that blue and white is snow. White County pretty much covered with snow right there, including Helen, back over toward Dahlonega, back up to Clayton, Young Harris, back to Blue Ridge, and even down to around Alto and Toccoa could get in on the action as well. This is about 3:30 on Friday morning, still snowing in Blue Ridge, down to around Dahlonega and Jasper, back over toward Helen. Then by about 4:30, the snow stretches a little further south down to around Canton. By 5:30 on Friday morning, snow still wide open across northeast Georgia from Blue Ridge to Young Harris, Clayton, down to Helen, back over to Walhalla, South Carolina, down to Alto, Toccoa, Gainesville, maybe even a flurry or two down there. And by 8:30 on Friday morning, the snow machine's still well underway. Then we start to see the snow line creep back up to the north by about 9:30 on Friday morning, but still pretty decent snow up there around Young Harris, Hiawassee, and back across 76 over toward Clayton, up toward Mountain City and Dillard, still getting some good snow there at noon on Friday. Highlands, North Carolina, probably going to be socked in with snow. They're really going to get hammered up there. Winter storm warning for this entire area, and as you can see, by about 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon, all that snow starts to move out. So, again, you folks across East Alabama and West Georgia that would like to play in some meaningful snow, head toward Helen, Georgia. maybe Dahlonega, Georgia, up around Blairsville, Blue Ridge, Mountain City, Dillard. All of those places would be good places to go if you want to see a little snow tonight and tomorrow. Current conditions across East Alabama and West Georgia are currently at 38 degrees. We dipped down to 36. That was at 4:29 a.m. this morning. Our wind is currently calm, but that is going to change as that low pressure gets a little bit closer to Alabama, and we're going to kick in with a howling northeast wind that's going to gust at 10 to 15 miles per hour from time to time today, and that's really going to pull that wind chill factor down. With so much moisture in the area, it's going to be one of those bone-chilling cold afternoons across East Alabama and West Georgia, so bundle up accordingly. The current dew point is 30.7. The relative humidity is 76%. Sunrise this morning, 6:46. Sunsets this evening at 4:51 p.m. 90% chance of showers today. A rumble of thunder can't be ruled out. It'll be windy. It'll be cold. It'll be raw. It'll be rainy. 47 your afternoon high. And then it's going to drop off in the afternoon. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's the official forecast from Dr. Don's weather page and the Shepherd's Weather Center. Today, like we said, 80 to 90% chance of rain depending on where you are in East Alabama. 47 your high, down to 39 tonight. 90% chance of rain up until around midnight. And on the extreme backside of all of this, in the highest elevations of Talladega, Clay, Randolph, over into Hurd, Carroll, Cleburne, we can't rule out the possibility of a wet snowflake mixed in with the rain on the very, very tail end of this thing. And I'm talking up in northeast Randolph. We're talking Woodland and north. You folks in Wedowee and down there around Roanoke, you're probably not going to see any snow at all. It's just going to be too warm. We can see occasionally some snowflakes mixed in with the rain at 38. I've even seen it at 39 degrees. So it all depends on what the upper level atmosphere temperatures are as to whether or not that can happen. So it's not completely out of the question, but not likely. On Friday, a 20% chance of showers in the morning. 46 your high. Will head toward 30 degrees on Friday night. Then on Saturday and Sunday, your weekend's looking pretty good. Mostly sunny both days, 45 on Saturday, 50 on Sunday. Monday, here comes another system, a 40% chance of rain, 46. Be much like this system that we're going to deal with today, where it's going to be a cold, raw, wet, windy day on Monday with a high of around 46 degrees and going to 34 on Monday night. We'll watch for the possibility of a flake or two on the backside of that system as well. And then out there on Tuesday, we go partly cloudy, 49 your high, down to 31. Here's your extended, maybe a little rain, snow mix early on the 13th. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. 56 your high there. On Thursday, the 14th, morning clouds, 61. Showers out there on the 15th. Back to sunny skies on the 16th, partly cloudy on the 17th, and maybe some rain in the afternoon of the 18th. And that's another time period where we're going to have to watch for the possibility of a little white stuff across East Alabama and West Georgia. Don't forget to go over to drdonwx.com to check out our website. While you're there, head over to the God's Country page and download the Mixler app so you can listen to God's Country anywhere in the whole wide world. At the top of this video, you'll see multiple different links to different things. One of them is a link to our YouTube channel. We invite you to go over there and subscribe to Dr. Don's weather page on YouTube, and also click on that little bell so that you get notified when we go live for severe weather or even winter weather. If you don't do that, you're running a risk of not getting notified as quickly as you should, because Facebook's algorithm is a little different from everybody else's. You don't always get notified as quickly as you should, but YouTube uses push notification. Yeah, that means that you'll be able to get notified almost immediately when we go live for severe weather information. Our partners include Joey Knight at Anchor Roofing, 706-326-2438. Judy Aubrey at Shepherd's Fine Jewelry and Gifts in downtown Roanoke, 334-863-2812. Neil Johnson, Superior Heating and Air Conditioning, 334-646-0331. Mr. Brandon Brown at BR Construction, 334-744-1507. Southern Union State Community College, Wadley, Opelika, and Valley. Becky Rainwater at Remax Lakefront, 256-610-1390. by Auction 431 South. Joey Knight at 256-252-8932. Made in the South, a division of Southeast Soft Wash, 334-863-0084. Mark Mitchell at Bama Diesel Repair in Woodland, 256-201-3685. Jimmy Stevens of Jimmy Stevens Construction, 256-610-1364. And Jamie Dukas, your Alpha Insurance Agent, 256-452-5131. Again, folks, we're watching the possibility of a significant snowstorm across North Georgia. That would be late tonight into Friday morning. For those of you who live up here, continue to watch the North Georgia Weather Group on Facebook. I'll be posting information as we get it. And for those of you that live down in East Alabama and West Georgia would like to see a good snow, come on, hang out with us. If you do head this way, let me know, because I'll be out and about and might even buy you a cup of coffee. Head over to paypal.me/Dr. Don WX to support Dr. Don's weather page on PayPal. It is quick, fast, secure. You don't even have to have a PayPal account to support Dr. Don's weather page, and we appreciate you. Hey, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, and if I'm not frozen to the flagpoles tomorrow morning, we'll be back in here with another edition of your prime time forecast on Dr. Don's weather page. Y'all have a fantastic Thursday. Bye now.